Sima du emienu na yatrase yede Amansan Ntie na yede ebro na no pay kopem se nonkron ebebo ya yebe sori nkonwa so ye wonsam ahodo bebra enne anopay yebedi eho adwuma na yaka ho ensem wo message abetimi ede afa 0551599933 0551599933 yensa ebeka na yakenkan enso ewo kasafidie so na yedi ama Bidin ede Kwabena Owusu Dankwa malam yaya na Aisha Jumadia ene anopay yade eho ensem enyina ebro ewo Jumadi eso ene won komo edi obekaya phone accessories dealers ya ewo Kumase eba yemfidie so enano yawoda ene ebedin komo efa niam bia na ekoso a omani ene anaso mobo enyiso ese wo madwumadi na wodie no foreigners aje afa ema omutu anamo ekoton credo ema akomako mpim anase ahamienu ene edioson enum 275 padlocks ena omode koloko no asem ne ekowia ne se nei na chese the mayor of Kumase ya Ira Zuba eka kiro mo se womo enya abotre na omobekọ na sebi womne matrase na omodi ensem no ho enkomo na development aba ne se eda Ira ehyomo no adwumanti wantimi omo nhia ema emranti de kosie ne se Nigeria fo ya omosie anase se de omo allergy no ekofa police for ema abecheche omo nkrofo ne bi akwa kogum emene ye kasei enra ena ebi enya bill ene ne nkro ne ba na ene ebedi nkomo na yahwe ho ne yahwe development a efrimu a eno so aba abeto edwa enso ewo ho mense meya nanka nye bibi ene emane esebio no ni officer nka woni omu hyiae na woni omu edi enkomo nanso emmanesa na sede development akwakosi ebomodin na Ira ho na yedi enkomo enso ede afa ho enso ewo ho na yahwe sede eho ensem no enso etie na enra ena World Cup draw no eba so na sede etie no Ghana akoto group L together with Croatia, England ena Uruguay away Paraguay ena yene omo akoto group mu nsa agudi forma ne ba mbecheche mu yepa awo hanum sei na afi yahwe eho ensem na yedi eho enkomo enso ewo ha OSP ena afi Martin Pebu eho ensensem no sei we ediwe akogina ye OSP asoye onyan charge no se de na worker no enso edie nenei de yete ene se ono abekeka nsem bia chebi o se oba na obeyi no ho ano eno OSP nsem de betudwa sanso ena lawyer Martin Pebu enso abomoden abokratachi anase wobokratachi ede akomo mampeni se OSP adwuma na wodie no enso ani yase ode bombshell bako aba betom na ebomoden na yedi enkomo enso ede afa hom ene anopay ewo Jumadi so the 41st National Farmers Day celebration eba so enra 82-year-old ena onyadaje anase yeyi no se best farmer enso ewo yemam ha 82 years ena yeyi no se ono ena ye national best farmer na ukwa na bedi akire wono nimfie amma bade otoso emiensa 65 years ene wonsam eka efa ho eni ekuafo enso eho 82 years opening Abraham Kwaku Edusei ono ena yeyin say the national best farmer overall national best farmer for 2025 enra we bo mo omodi best farmer na so from 1985 far babc 2004 owie na Osman Kadiri wono so etoso emienu oye first runner up ono so eho ensem ewo ha na face 63-year-old Charles Jato ya wo oti region ono enso etoso emiensa na yeba behwe kuaye eho nsem utia nra mampanin nsem a wode tudwa efa kuaye ho no na enya sem kuma enya sem a sebio ewo se Ghana for yehwe na yɛhwɛ ne han ɔse dom wasuko na yɛdoso mu ne yɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmampanin nsɛm a wɔka de ɛfa kuayɛ no ho sɛn ɛna ɛho ɛnsɛmte ba de yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya yɛmfɛfo yi ne yɛne ɔmo adi nkɔmmɔ ansa na yɛaba na afei yɛde ɛho nsɛm nso de aba na yɛdi ɛho nkɔmmɔ saa na ɛho nsɛm teɛ right World Cup no Panama mom mese yɛn Uruguay Paraguay Panama mom ɛna yɛne ɔmo ɛwɔ the same group L na ɛho nsɛm no right ma yɛnkɔ na yɛne phone accessories dealers ɔmo association no yɛne ɔmo epeni pa president enkodi nkɔmmɔ yɛwura ɛwɔ ahoma no so na yɛnni nkɔmmɔ Obani good morning.
Good morning, Obani.
Na oho ye de.
Nyame ado me ho ye pa.
Ye de nyame ase. Na no ya woda mo ba me ye di nkomo. Na akosi sen.
Okay, there ye ba ya nyina beto aso no. Meyo ana ye che no. Na wo senka enra nya keni ni hia. Na ye kan say ye kriafo yinti nya ho ene na ntime hia holiday nti. Nti nyame boa edwada ana yebehwe ene na akwa kushia.
Okay.
Na ne tutubi obia na yehwe ene na tutu.
Na metinsem bi se Nigeria foya mo kototo mo storm ya ba bechi mo nkrofo ni bi. Ehon sam te san no kro.
No kro mu empe eme wo ho na be anopa no wokwe. Ana me nkwala ne display me she. Asemasi enya sam te ko pinchen efa Ghana for ene Nigeria for na the woman say Nigeria ni back ana all catch Ghana ni say mu ye nya na yakwa ku bi amaye na Ghana for company for the wo che omu nsemu a eno ano no
allegation na ono make ye no
omu make ye no enti Ghana for boys ni ya ana mo mbe bia mu ya na mu de no ma emphasize she company for it is hard na mo ye no bufisem enti wana ese baako epeja na nsase yi na ode ball no
Nigeria ni no na ball Ghana ni
no enti Ghana ni kwa na de ko hospital wo mo prepare enti wana mo to mo safe enti be ba na ye so mo eco police station akwa report na o ma chi Ghana for no yinu
Mami ntie mu ye for na report Ghana for no ye ball mo na report ya na se Nigeria for no
ni no na police ni
se ya bo no na se sen ntie ya report Ghana ni
ne nkwala ene Ghana for no ye bata e no ne stop anim
ene be fa Ghana for no mum
ene be fa Ghana for no no en general
ya fa Nigeria ni bia Ghana ni no omnipa mienu na report se mienu ni ye basa on shot ni ye be fa Ghana for no mum
mo fa Ghana for be na mo fa Nigeria ni ba Ghana for no report me be fa Nigeria ni ba ko
chese Ghana ni na nko report anka Nigeria ni de nkeja no nya sa
anke China tie anka de nkeja no
me pese me tibi bia senti na mambusa no se Nigeria ni na ko report se ama Ghana for Nigeria for ye basa on shop nim ba police for buy no omo che Ghana for no eni ja Nigeria for no to ho
e ja Nigeria for no e che na Ghana for no ko report me be ti Nigeria ni ba ko
I see
internet say me ba yin sa na me say yes so bu bibia na me free police station na ye say that na meda Ghana police was na omo here so bu case ne kama I was center enti me dey opanyin kakra me ka say empany for say ne ma ebobo ba no anodin pa enti me empany for say ne o maka no omo for say enye oyo na de Ghana mra esie emaye no omuntu wana mo enye se bia omo pamo ohoho bia o ana afọrọ na bia o ye mra ne sie ne ese Ghana panto pepepe because amene wo ho ense edi Ghana ponya enti ye be se omo hu ye mobo na sa mra na se de wo ho from tetetetet no omuntu wana mo na se de pepepe ye emfa ne ntoma fantra ede mayo ani edi ye ni ato no ye hwe no se obetu anamo a ebeboa ono a ne se de ne nkwala enkofa yo ye bia ede ema
mami ntibi bia se enro na mukohia me na scheduled meeting na se mo na mo ye se mukohia no
eno de mayo na aka chen se obese oti committee
okay
enti
ba wan se mo da mo mra mo ananka mo nra no mukwa akohia no
o se da ke yemra na da no em se yɛnya ho ɛnoma bi saa ɛsɔre pagyae
ti mummum na moantimi ankoro
ayɛ na yɛntimi ankɔ ɛno na nigeriafoɔ de ɔmo pɛhyɛ ɔmo nsɛm bu
padlock
na yɛalɔk ne ha ɛno na ama dade no yɛtu ho anam a policefoɔ kɔfa ɔmo yɛ saa de na yɛnya ho ɛnti yɛnim yɛ ankɔhyia nti yɛde ahyɛ nyampa mande
okay
eti mande ne kwa kushia de be free ma ba bia no sabi e be ma Ghana for ate
you na see am asetem te say money am te say still wentwi into wantawa no da so wo honom friction wo ho ana se de ase asomdwa abakakra nti how be ntimi nsi sa na pese mbusa
esi se me panyi de me ne me nkwala na de akasa de adobro na ye hwe panyi no na sabi onfa yie de entuyi onfa Ghana mra enye adwuma ma Ghana for because me yodi tenia ye ni a ye tie kurum kura o ye adwuma dendenden apam wo ekwam epe bibi edi ma ekwam da hono saa na obeso ye gina no we tie Ghana for sabi emra ye na nam ahyehyɛ ebo eho ba ma yentimi entu kwan enko na basabasa wo nyina saa amra no so tenia o ye wo kumasi kurum ye ni so pa
okay
effect na o sabi omo wura ewo ye djuma no ma emra nche omo nya djuma bodwa nyuma no mejo ompega no ho ema sabi ne ma
yada si inra enim say dwoda ebedi akiri na de bepiem bia no so o ma yaso ensi ewo ho yada si anopai
meso da se eni mo chiefo nyina
yewra ono ena ye phone accessories sellers association ono na ye penny power da no ena yaniomu ekodi enkomo ena no said ye etie yintie nsem no bia omo kan ye no eno air refreshing yemfa refresh de ntia nsem no nkomo no empempenso abedu sabre yintie nsem a yenranum ede atudwa
ahoko abeji se adwuma na ma adwuma no ase nti ena ma ye pagya ye ho se ye betu sa na mo na aban no oman ne mra eche se hoho enye retail ewo oman ne mu no ena ma yetu sa no ye ne se ye ne guta ekabo eleko shops na omo ye foreigners ni nyina ye local shop 275 ye hwe ne se eno e ba sa mayor frey empanifo eno omo hia emo ye se ye shops no ma wo na ene oni ye anti committee na on sheda any proper work emaye na oma police immigration custom embrem na into sana man to oma ene ekusi on the 9th of this month nti mayor ana ye hwe nani so obeboy sa akonya ne amaye ni
abobe 4 nti abre shops ne so doso yentimi sankase ye se ekochine no nyina so ne akwa bibia mu etumu ma ne nye ne anopai ne ma me bibia mu ena anopai ye soma ye nuanum bi so mu ni kanko bibia ye ba ye koya ye se Nigeria fo ne ba ko dia yaya ono no de ne pe akwa kofa guys bi edi nechi ama wo makasa breki padlock nyina tie sanso anya ye de ene eso da bi yetimi mfa mran hyense because yenso ye wo mema ni bi wo hwe mema wo mu gina ha ya wo mkaso mu no mu di sienia mo betie no na ankwaya asem papa enti ne sai tede yenso be ko police station ya kwa ye case wo ene se kokko ye case a o mo nso ato mo nso afro wo se kemi boss se yensan yenkonko bibi ma wo mu nyina enna na nka enne no yenu ma baba bishia ene ye se da bi so far ba djuma na start na no pa be 6 ye wi tam kwa mu frɛ kra yi jai na abobe 4 nti ya bre shops ne so doso yentimi sankase ye se kochine no nyina so ne akwa bibia mu etumu ma ne nye ne anopai ne ma me bibia mu ena anopai ye soma ye nuanum bi so mu ni kanko bibia ye ba ye koya ye se Nigeria fo ne ba ko dia yaya ono ne
sellers na otese womo ede womo ensem ede etu edwa afi ma yenkode hwe videos no baako mienu bi na afi yemra na abejafo ebetrase na yedi enkomo ede afa a range of issues ho ene anopay ewo dwumedi so wo message a obetimi ede afa 0551 599 933 nyame eya doma Mr. Wilberforce Nana Kwame Obing or lecturer Kessben University College ono ebeba hasanso and Mr. Paddy Christian ono she a lecturer political scientist Kessben University College Department of Politics and Public Administration ono so ebeba na yewo issues that needs to be discussed, and we are going to discuss them. Ebedi kan ahwe ene omampani Farmers Day na ekoso omampani di nsem ahodo ena ede atu edwa se nka yenhwe se yebenya single digit interest rate ade ama agricultural loans eno eho ensem ewo ha wasan ade atu dwa se mabunu no enko ekuayomu na omomwa nyese bia obi oyekua nko abetumi ayedwuma bi na wasan de kuayo no enso ede aka ho eno eho ensem ewo ha ene anope yebedi eho enkomo yebehwe OSP ene nei petitions ahodo ya akwakopiem ewo na akwakopiem mampene akachi se yenyi no emfa emfiri ho no eno eho ensem enso ewo ha yebehwe onsem no yahwe the office of the special prosecutor under scrutiny yede ebeto ayensaniani na yahwe amafo bebre na de commentaries aba ho benya daje na yawura ho na yedi nko ba yenko na yenhwe ye videos ni bi title no a efa Farmers Day no mampanin ede ensem ahodo ede etudwa yenko tie ni breme ba my take ewo eho no me de ebetudwa ama mo so mehu bi yenko tie mampanin sem ode tudwa omra enra National Best Farmers and National Farmers Day no celebration course ewo ho yentin sem mampanin de tudwa ni de tudwa
Assumed January 2025 food inflation stood at 28.3%. Through targeted interventions and careful management of food systems, I'm pleased to report that food inflation has decreased significantly to 9.5% by October 2025. And this is a notable improvement from the 22.8% recorded at exactly this period in October last year. This achievement reflects the impact of deliberate and well-targeted measures, such as the procurement and distribution of 50,000 metric tons of fertilizer and 3,000 metric tons of hybrid maize and rice seeds to farmers, including national institutions such as the National Service Authority, the Prison Service, faith-based institutions, and secondary and tertiary educational institutions. The rehabilitation and expansion of irrigation infrastructure under the Irrigation for Wealth Creation initiative, with 3,520 hectares under active development at Peta, Ashaman, Aveime, Ochiriko, and Dawinya. Also significant progress in the Afram Plains Economic Enclave, where 3,220 hectares of irrigation infrastructure is at various stages of completion. We've also completed 15 out of the 250 earmarked solar-powered boreholes to support vegetable cultivation in farming communities and second cycle schools.
Sama wode atu edwa osan eka se ene wahye se ene aman no momodin na onfa a state feeding program emra se be ya ebetimi a produce enuane ede ama locally na se ede ama yeman no yenkotin se mampani ede tudwa efa no so eho
at the farm gate for processing. As I said, I've also directed all partnerships with private processors such as Farm Mates Tomato Company and the Tomato Women's Association are ensuring that vegetables and other produce produced on the farm are taken off directly at the farm gate for processing. As I said, I've also directed all service providers under the school feeding program, all security agencies, all state-funded feeding programs must procure their food items locally. And all of us must be watchdogs of this. I urge citizens to report institutions that fail to comply with this directive. These measures are to ensure that no Ghanaian farmer suffers losses due to surplus production. In the medium to long term, government will build modern pack houses and aggregation centers to reduce post-harvest losses. We're also strengthening links between farmers' cooperatives and processors to secure raw material supply and minimize waste. And so I wish to encourage all farmers groups, if you haven't formed your cooperative yet, better start forming your cooperative. So far, we have registered almost 70,000 cooperatives across the country. Government assistance is not going to go to individual farmers. Government assistance is going to be applied through cooperatives. So those of you who haven't cooperated yourself yet, please start creating your cooperatives. Talking Chairman, food quality, accessible and affordable food is fundamental to national survival and development. A nourished child learns better and grows healthier. A nourished workforce is more productive, and a nourished nation is a stronger nation. Although investments have been made over the years, Ghana still spends close to $3 billion annually to import basic food commodities such as rice, poultry, vegetable oils, sugar, and other processed foods. This situation is neither sustainable nor acceptable. It signals the urgency of building a bold, a resilient agricultural framework, an agenda that my government is determined to vigorously pursue. A sustained transformation of the agricultural sector requires well-designed, comprehensive, and sequenced interventions implemented with discipline and commitment. And so the Feed Ghana program, which is a flagship under the broader Agriculture for Economic Transformation agenda.
Yeah, say the Northern Regional Minister said the ono eka efa kwayo ho yedo ho ensema hodo na ede ebeto ho ede ama o se galamsey ene ase yekua yon sasie ni nyina Western North, okay, Western North Regional Minister, Western North Regional Minister, and Odesansemui, ade atu edwa, say, ene oko Western North, I say, hono galane kusu ye papa, yentin sama, opening ade etudwa.
Galamsey, ekwanya, faso, yensase, ene yensu. Nisaenti, ama yekua ejuma, efa nimpadodo na no abrasi abafom kakra ututu amena ekese eyi asase eni srade no na ema asase no odi yeku adwuma enye nti aha yenku adwuma no na ya amaka agbe kakra edi se kanena banka Western North Region yena eba kuku adwemu a yena nankana yedi first fra Ghana basa eliema nti a eye Galamsey ena afi so ewie nsa de asi asakra afa efreno climate change nti ama sa dibia no afi yensa
Western North Minister and first Western North Region and otise onoso ede ensem ede atudwa efa Galamsey ya ene ase yensasi enso ehu kane nanka okọ Western North ene miamia ho etisa na chese koku ne de enyasem kuma akra na so ne Galamsey no aba bese ni nyina no ehu ensem enso ewo hanom a yɛde ebi enso ede amamo ewo hanom ese na yɛtoa so na yɛde ensem foforo enso ede atudwa me yanko na the ceremony na kasana coronation said the national best farmer and 82 years ono a crown no as national best farmer for 2025 said ye no yanko ne nkotie eno so said ye eno ensem enso etie ewo hanom sei ti we the national best farmer and I want some nkotie the deputy agric minister na yintin sama no so ede etudwa ni benya daji ni yanko other stories eno ewo homu a me momodin na afi yenhwe se de te zipline contract no eho ensem no etimi asan ababie na de aba betudwa ene se we
Zipline's presence
pani bako eno de atudwa se zipline contract no na a mistake or senka omunya abotre na omo equip womo ankasa omo district hospital no ene ho kro ba yanko tin sama obani edi etudwa efa zipline contract no enso ehun.
And I will advise that Zipline's presence in this country is a mistake. I'm not being political. It was the brainchild of His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Bawumia. And I will advise that in the management of the economy, he did not do so well. But in the area of technology and medicine, he should leave that to those in that area. It is not his field. I'm saying this because he wrongly diagnosed the problem in Ghana. I'm not trying to talk very much, but everybody in the health sector knows that the problem of blood and blood products that he used as the basis to bring in Zipline is not the transportation of these products. It is not a situation where the blood is located in Accra and we need to transport it to Koforidua. Zipline's presence.
We openia
Zipline's presence
enso ede Dr. Market Nawani ono ene the chairman of Parliamentary's Health Committee ena ote se worker Zipline eho asem se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enam ne so ema Zipline ebaye no it was a mistake in this country meaning so no ya adwene a but to me no matter what the situation is, it came to serve a purpose. And for that purpose, though but you can't just say it was a mistake because it has saved some life. You can never say it was a mistake. That shouldn't have been a statement from an honorable member, to be frank. Say, just say the negatives about the zip line. Any Jumedia no mudi because in him said, baby, normally carry condoms and I say for. But at least we know that it's safe at the vaccines at the core. Some villages are not intiminko. At the examination papers, echo baby, hitherto kayent me M5 examination papers in common beketri. At the blood echo some way nti anye biade miensa we die etimi so when you say it is a mistake meaning that you are running down the zipline you mom be no class who nim faso but the question I'm asking this morning is who nim faso why then would the government try to renegotiate with them se womo ensamra na so metimi aye no mo de niam atoto yi a ebeko se hu ni fa so. That's the question I'm asking. Se hu ni fa so a the aban has the purpose in his mind say enka nei wobesan ade ono ane de aba so hu ni fa so a why then do that nti minim se bia nipa na owo akire no enti na mpeso mo run the whole program ne down wa I bet to differ because zipline buy no abeboa say mo ebia wenhu fa so to the 100% say nyam fa so Ghana for so at least it save a person's life, at least it saves some candidates or give some candidates an opportunity to continue his education because of Twitch in the papers and no ensem ewa ha. That's not my beef this morning anyway. Enti I know they betray mu enti aba betray ma me ko na me ma padi akwaba oria na boko de
Yamena dum boko
ye de nyame ase ye ba be di nkomo na ma men kansem ba ko mienu we na afei ye ntoa so enso ewa ha enra ena na aye national farmers day na national farmers day aye day a JJ Rollins ena de by in 1985 eno say odi dwumedi anaso de debi esi ho na afei ye de abo ye kuafo no enso abaso na odisi o kane na nka okwa yama machete na yama Wellington boot na yama emfuni ma kakra bi na odeko ba ansana metimi akesi supi say during the era of the NPP and a particular man your friend Wisconsin kane na okwa aswase a ono ena na eye chairman for the New Patriotic Party ewaswase ono ena okagu the then an agric minister assume say aba na mo bia kuaye ni ko bia waye kuaye waboa mo mine timi mo mana chede a mo se Wellington boot ena mode ma sa nipa kro no ama nipa kro no se wode koye den yu se wode koye den yu aden na mo mfa bibia eye valuable to se car anasa bibisa emfa manipa nti firi ho ena emu peja kakra ya enei yede sa aniema no emma eye ekuafo. But my concern enye ho, my concern is this year's National Farmers Day. The best farmer, the second runner up omo ages. The best farmer this year 82 years. 82 years. Wabomoden wayade openino na ekọ screen so na wono ene de Ghana flag asense ne koma wo kro no nti 82 years aye adwuma enya best farmer. Now the second runner up was 63 years. Mibusa se mebunu no omo wen. That's the big question I'm asking this morning. Say mebunu no ewo hen because se bi ompanyfo say enkokrafo anase womo eto sa na ebehye mebunu die mu. Mebunu a take steps to step into the shoes of these great farmers, where are they? But the question that we are and I say you do a pigeon say ekuaye no edie ba ni enoman ye de hwekua. How do we look at farming? Ewa ha uko schools a punishment because akwada ya de na ye kotwe na so ese onkodo. Tie bede na akwada no kura nyodo e de amafuye. So mampani kase a teacher for any a nurse for any more keka ho nyina enfom ho anyi kua mu. But the kua na kasa ne hu no say a punishment. But eno ne yankopon de man. That is what God gave us. Oko Bible mu a womo ekomodi ekomanimu nyina ya munye sika wom hwe Abraham no ekuani onye moa o hwe omoma keka na omuwo moa hodo bebre ana omunye moa eno nam so emo di ye ye de yankopon anya ya bro ode abeto asase a ene wotu ebro tu hanom obekọ beba na afifi ama ebro no abo womra wo no ho fa fertilizer ngu ho emfama bon a friend saying emfuturo gu nchanse so emenwura fifi so ba yakua yo no yede enei omanpanisi ema yehu enwuram me pese ye deliberate a friend enticement ye betwi mabunu no ede ewura kraye mu yankohu kua yese eye asotwe yankohu kua yese sabio eye omo ni bibi ye enom de omo hu akrem awosa aban ehwe na mfidia kese a yɛde wie kua no sɛ de ɔno a promise yɛ wɔ mmra na ɔwɔ position sɛ wɔba mechanization of agriculture no ɔbɛma no ahyɛ ɔbɛpɛtɔ mfidie kura wa opɛ bia ɔbɛtumi akɔ hɔ na wakɔ akɔhan so ɔbɛserew na wode akɔ ne yɛde ayɛ kua no those things must materialize na yɛmmoa na kua no nkɔ n'anim yɛka ne sei no aban should take decisive steps to end galamsey yɛma galamsey entwa because ɛnɛ amanfo twom koko ɛde to gala na cha bi a 1 year na asa but the cocoa could have yielded a lot of resource and I say a lot of produce at the amawa ka obeton a ekona ye galamsey so ani asensasi so the government the onus is on the government to do well se obehwe se ye betimi amakuaye no abeka ho oka school farms na sefo it should be deliberate there should be policy a directing the institutions and in paying for one and no say every school should have at least a farm on chese kodo fu and say kotutu farm kwa ebetimi aye poultry ebetimi aye animal farm ebetimi aye fishery ebetimi aye de ni nyina eka ho and if government is also timi yesade na then sabotaya esinani so say enei opese kuaye ebe one of the key things betimi aboa amada Ghana akonanim no ye betimi aduru honom yate stories bebre ya manfo a yakofo ma ba Ghana hasam ra mehwese yensa se te say omegya ehwa kwa mambo amane yate bi yate stories a wobi eti eye China ene Japan ene Korea no mo kire se Africa for mo de mo pa yempegya mu nyina mesen kotre krum ho na yemetra hanum enfie num mo besan aba na masan agevesa aba hanum say why are you doing these things to ourselves as Africans debia ye pedi obroni aye ye pese ye ka ene ye pese ye sei ajapade wo wiase bia nyakopon de bia mayen ensuo ye fa nefukwa ene ye cap gold ye ka diamond ye ka manganese ye ka bauxite ye ka lithium ye ka bebre ni nyina ehua asase so a ba ye di hia why can't we as a nation think outside the box once me dey see yami nsoro bibia ene anopay wo message a obetimi da 0551599933 ma memma openi akwaba na yentoa so Mr. Wilberforce Nana Kwame Obeng abani akwaba
ya jamira
na boko de
nyameti asintimti ase
yede nyame ase akati Nana Kwame akati yes. Anyway akwaba biu you party akwaba right my answer come to na se na yeni kan hwe Farmers Day no eho enkomo na yeni ansa ma memra party ho ne hwe enra and for the first Farmers Day celebration ewo yememha all about it area specifics wo han mebusa ensha say
and KOD anope de mami chia wetie for na wa hwe for aja munti na wa ha me say ame wa ha Ghana for munti na me wa ha nti ma chia bobia na etosu mienu ma chia me ame mame awo anti dina me chia wo ba bibia wo bia na ye ka kwa ase me de na me chia me krase for kofori abo for nat ado te ne amu keka ho nyina amu ni mo ho me chia mo happy father na be dia Father's Day happy Farmers Day aja ye ka Farmers Day asemi na je se ye ka kwa ya asem a kwan bibia so a aduane ayedi ni ayenom me kan ayenom I mean say beverages ni nyina it comes out of these productions na omu nyina kwan bia so bia de bo ano me mo bibiara happy Farmers Day KOD eya meti farmer sometimes me feel it bibi wo me mu how I wish say Ghana for nyina de omho bagim me kai time wa me national service na me nya initiative say me start a farm cabbage farm ne pepper ne ade KOD nya me no kra ni me nya machines a me de bonsuo ni bibia but ejuma na me yen me boka
how
And then I say, Mammy Babeke, ye ka farmers day, and I say, farming. Not just say, me, baby, I made me fappy me see education on farming. Say, education on farming, echo year, KOD, me did say, you think na ye be inspired, ye be motivated, say, ye co crime. Me de me there to AM Faton. Me braba akuti, me brakujo, on me in a year project. Osha, how to apply pesticide. Time I also apply fertilizer. Nina, I was say ye youth na ideas on it because some many ideas na ye education to how to go about it. No, I do baby. Nyamani ye by do baby no. Me problem na ye pesticide na ha me. La show a nyamani we ebo we cabbage bibia ye no. Na pest ebe ha me. Enti ye no me share farmers day generally. Nyama e course no e kai me weakness. Time I go into farming, my weakness, name is strength. And never my who say Ghana, near ye can about farming, agriculture. No. Yet Tiasia say and Tiasia. And now I may share Papa Penimo already 82 years. Other media maybe say 83, fine. But I know say he's above 80 years. Me share Papa Penimo man of farmers, best farmer. No. I share me say youth no, we are disengaged.
Yanka hokra.
Second round up. 60 something.
63 years.
Na me share mo awards ni nyina no. Me who be award 25 years. Keodi I don't know whether coverage no mu nyina bia.
Who be sir?
We na share say ya youth no we need to engage. Say na o kan say bi wa. Ya o senior high. E ba ne punishment I say corner corner. Yeah. The school I make a new system senior high. Now you was as pa, and as at times agricultural school into or more palm farms near the ade. Oh yeah, I say ko abenasi ko. Oh yeah, like a do ko to abenasia. That is all that you.
I see.
O punishment here a light. But I do ko to a we anymore. Not just say we be no who class or best school. Yet they acquire a punishment. And from day one no. Akwana hu say ade we minya me ho amenya bibiom da. But here can is ano ekwaye so enne mremun I will say education say ekwaye is not about say o fasikan edo. And now me hear papa 82 years. And I'm bisa am say does he have the capacity to weed
82 na ho den yesen.
Na ho den yesen. But I tell say me experience money produce to get that. Where you say youth no more education, enya experience about farming na. KOD, me sure say Ghana, nyame bia ye can about agriculture ebe yi.
Yeah.
And I know so me share the awards are your president de mom na. KOD, me who say eso eni. Say no kind initially me swan me na no ye farmer. Okwa obeba no de sika ne
Wellington boot
and ebi wo ha ye can say why are there na knapsack sprayer na dia abonechi na dia ba just a farmer.
Yeah.
But it should be beyond that. There should be policies abema ye youth no kra agriculture sector and be attractive amaye. Ke o dimiti I've tried a lot in agriculture amfa. Me in Canada and then me education here na me resources I will say yeah. I will encourage others to say do on bedroom. Yeah, if you go nkete. Per my personal checks I may no nkete ya dey be. Anka ya dey anka ebe boaye. But bisa say nipa dodo say na ebetimi ahwe nkoko ya amananyi. Bisa say it's not about just say odin nkoko ebre individual say munji na munyen but education be na training be na odin ma omo a ebe ma nipa betimi ahwe nkoko ni so ama so oma ni 50 a. You better say be by 3-4 months time, no 15 in our survival.
Yeah.
It's not just about we engaging in farming, but according to us, it's about education and training. Yeah, they call venture into agriculture. And to me, share 82-year-old man. When you are there, me say he has the experience to get that. What are we having as youth? I the venture agriculture. And then I say, "Man, maybe say if it's up to now." I know you know. Maybe I pay for.
Me actually.
Because in Kuku Nkete, you know, everybody who dance say a good initiative. Say every household, everyone Kuku, we will not suffer enough, say, yeah, permit in our country. But ask yourself, say, how sustainable is that policy? Ask yourself, say, then you should share any training ben and they go aquemwa or more venture into this project, you know. A bit to me lead to success. And then I say more Ghana for you na I will say a dream. But me I'm hey. So I say make say we are in the right direction, but there is a lot to be done.
Yeah, nam kwana so na so bi aka dos wo ho.
E dos ya kwan wa.
Mamra kati ho na minti ono so. About bebusa specifics but maminti general view about the National Farmers Day yenra. The unhunu ye ene de obeka fa ho ansana.
Medasi KOD. Menchia Asante Mera, Minana, Ohene, Pia Mira, na fe menchia na meka Yura Hunina, na menchia Yura Kwabena lawyer, na menchia University President, Professor Sen Nimpen Feka, na fe menchia Busu Anfonina, na menchia Josephine Sego, Otie NCC Kase na fe menchia Mandofo, Nimi Fi for Busu Yina. Ohene, ye hwene no I see na frankly speaking, ye beka se ya baye nim as compared to previous years. But to me, make say yenko baby.
Ya be enim so yenko baby. So you to be one step.
Out of 10 steps.
Anyway.
Like we said, you be go into details. To extent to say, we share senior enra ya bodwa data a yeche na no. To extent say previously na yesesa omani nyina akushia baby bako. But of late, you know district level, regional level, and minimize cost kakra.
Okay.
As compared to Canada, ye swaye na o my money na yakutwa hia bi fa akona ya no and then honom kakra meka say is in the right direction but yen hwe the content of niema ye di ma ye nuanom ye nananom ene ye ma akuafo se na padi eken no kreni o my no e wo say ye dane ye nsa kakra because o hwe niema ye present ye na tititi besi ni no de bia ye ma o mu nsikan paboa abobo ya niema though it's part of niema they support to adwuma o mu ye no but to me enye motivating material say ma o mu
okay
yempa dia eye sustainable and for that matter yempa dia ebe make impact because o hwe obi be ye fu niema na abobo ya data say on fan kwotwe ne niema no e kwan be do kwa agofa so yema yen focus enko
okay
ye komu a ebe kan sem bebre wum because niema ebetumi aya ebe entice youth ama wonum awura kuaye mu no oman no ye nye
okay
ena de wo se ye nso no edoso na padi eka education so wo hwe the current environmental authority act na Bana protection act na one of their mandate is to educate people how to use pesticide me pa chowan and the question is ye nuanom na oman ne se adwuma na ma wo mu no education o mu ye ana why don't they apply mass platforms na omu mfanye ema omanfo timamufo ne mbaburu ne mrante ne hunu se ekwa weni this there is okoye bi egui no kre so wonya education na ebi anka ngu mampani kasa emu tie na o kansem bebre 3 billion ne de kra niema enuane ho niema from amanfofroso amanfofroso me no the question is how 3 billion no you see enye community farm like unu fie unu yire no mabusu amiensa pebi no waye mpo nsase ne de ye no where are they and for that matter ne so to ni ko new site obi e kase ni fie nyina tiles
foni asem no
so mi wan so se hwa the company bi mi kosra no car tie ohene otwa mfimfin no no de anwea aguso ne yire ye adwane wi ase no onko ohwego some few weeks go start
tomatoes ni mekoni I see.
So on the sane man tikitu de na o man no ye amanipa ani agye ho ye hwadwura national service mampani kan wo see institutions like secondary schools prison service na ade no mom patronize local product na local product and the question is away and this ye nyina ka se de hu jim ne ya ni ya mampani na mu no ekua ukoni grombola o fu so it's time said yenhye nipa nkran na yema assistance because you compare other part of the world other countries na o mine no frankly speaking in terms of farming and the brasso say yen revise your notes so far as farming is concerned na yen hwe ne be ya mabrudo mu bajim mpanido mu bajim na ebetimi maintain ne ayeye no because you see I can say no schools wo kumase the question is farming e bi way
asase no kura way
that's what I'm saying say e bi way okọ kumase secondary schools atwa yen ho ehia ba 18 there about within the Kumasi metropolis no yemu say unse schools ni mu de na ka odi wawura mo hunu sa ha na ye ma no omu kwa akodo omu ye fu ene ye mfa fu ntwini pa so bi mu wo ye sana na wo san discourage ye ma no enti yenye yen hyehyɛ ni yie se na ebe ya wo kyene bi no ene ya bakakra but 1 out of 10 to me na yen ko bi nka ho se na ebe ya maburo ni beje ho na oman yen fasika enko kra ne ma bebrebe
me wura no ye specifics no man pani kan sama hodo bebre de odi kan se ene or share institution se yen patronize yen farm produce and as nema yedua wo hanom osan eka se nka interest rates ya ewo loans a yede koye kua hono nka mra single digit eno oka ho ensem enso ha no hye se nka be ya individuals mebunu no monfom ho enwura kua yomu na omunso enkwe yenhwe those areas how those things can help our country to prosper ewo kua yomu
medasimi aka woni ne mampani kan no etasumu na yache kura
yache
mpachowan
na ni enim si enim dada
that's what I'm saying say yache
okay
yache means unim sese na wo so ye na wonyeye ukọ other countries Africa ya Togo yenuanom mu wo ye nchemu he Kumasi kura so che wo mu ukọ Cote d'Ivoire ne Burkina omu interest rate for farmers no a single digit
enti ada ne ye de no wo so
that's what me busa wo say yache se wo hu
tia ne ye de ho aboro nyesa yenya ne ye de ho aboro
mejo anu si oh they azie ala nyese bi so aye ntumi nyo ye betumi aye edi aden na ye ntumi nyeye once again enye interest rate nko me fa we nka mampani de no me ye ne kasa mafo eno ye me personal opinion ye create ade friend food banks ukọ countries bebrebe India for will be America will be Canada will be Australia say a lot of countries it will be na yen set ya bibi se nka ne yate gold board ye cocoa board you know yen fasa product ye enuane a ye die na ma ye wie ene ti tomato sorry toast na se for bayere sa ne man kakra kan ye yusu no yen create centers across the districts 261 assemblies in Ghana and kebra so se on mine no every district be at least
on the food bank
yenya center be a food bank nanka won mo mba yadwuma ho no ma on tracing kan na anto na so miemi ane fon so on si form ko farm gate mampani kan na se ntosi for nye ntosi nko a omun ko gate na no afum ho no mo a enko to akuafo ne ne ma no eme ho no sani ebe ya within the 12 calendar months no aduane ho short because say woman if woman 1% mpo na owie na se product na pro nwura mu ho a 1% na de man mfa so bi ani so metai to kwan northern part of Ghana so wonnam kwan no so na hunu watermelon for example egu kwan ho a pro udru da chima bayire ne ade egu kwan ho a say ohwe chese enuanom akuafo ne ma wakotena nwura ni mu ado awowo nwura ne ade waso abewu kwa ho nyaka na ode aba Kumasi na so Kessben and for that matter ni bi mpo boduru kromu a na ye se efre bibinum ahemafo binom obana so no amfo ne sa momu a wani ma de bae no oton aye nto to a sense asase no se biebru se binya de ewurade a na enso so nipa binum ahwe so ne binom ne omu nyina control market no onu twa ne body maw no waje sometimes ka akuani ni benyampo no enso ne kasika ode ne nema ne den efi ni krom de ba Kumasi
be de wenya motivation
ana so de ba Kessben and this had we menu ase wo fa ne say o papa na so maami bi wa kodo aso ne bara bedu tachi medwom na so bi betena se me bayire hima me patcho me ya asem ko me nka se sa na omu ye but bi ye
o bi ye
sa ne tie na so no twa ne body man na siko de ba man ntimi ansanfo anko ukrom a obeka kire oba so ansanko do
there be
in this district ni will be yemfanse bi Kumasi metropolis ofori krom kwada so na ade assembly bi a ofri bank o masa provided a friend no service line odo wofo ni wie na se ne mani ba utwa boa no a na wa frɛ na wonu mo to car aba wasase ne so wofo mu ho aba beto product no in a weighing form na etwa bo se be abaye ni kilos ye se a ni bo ye se ntosu no se ye se a ni bo ye se na wonu mo nton free gate ho emfa mra megu bank enti se wo a wo pɛ bie no wo pɛ 11 na wo kɔ hɔ a 1 ebo wo hɔ wo to akoton a ne bo wo hɔ ne etimi preserve saa ne ma na ye nuanom ne ye na ɛno na ye boa a create employment. Secondly, ye boa ama nipa entice say mafu na me kodo no me done ba menya atofo because you say nipa binom ani gi koko hu fitite na nanom ye koko no se no ono no so akọ akima anka woni ne anye hu odo wi a oman no ewo nipa okokoto that is catch for no na won do no se na kululu ewo binom mu de but eboa ma nipa ni je hu because odo koko na koko ni ba o nda so but here is the case akodo watermelon ne ba menu a wo de koi ukodo bayire ne ba wo de koi ukodo mango ne ba wo de koi ekwan na enya nipa ne kwakof ma ye makuani ne nsuwa mfa ka emmakumase because mo mfa nsuwa emmakuru kese menkrane ade but yenya ne nseche we say oman no and creative food banks. Now, for instance, some provide a service and we are akoto. At the same time, no man pennies I can say, Yamam Mabruni knew, and Mabruno. The question is a bad den woman yajo. Naminu ya kase de ya sutwe of flat no ensese ya sutwe bi enye mpose bi asenka wo ye bi kwane so mine ni a yema wa asase fa ya fu free say the sane ma wenyina e ba be wurwura mu ne de antase ye mabru na mfise ni beje ho because obokọ afu na mibusa say ukọ school say okuma ase anma o mun sa ase we and ensase so wo nkura se na de so no galam say fo so say no and the question is kwani no onye den onko nenim ombra nechi ni ye betimi de abo mu no ba ko na yedi ka aka mampani say yemra sengedegate I side with him enya Ghana nkwan ya che Togo ne Burkina ne Cote d'Ivoire nyina sengedegate no at the same time so no mo sign ne commercial rate no enyepe ukoji bank busia ko yefu ena ukoji akofa ne ma wo chana standard prices no enye the same and ye make sure say be differentiate between the two so what the ko yefu a sengedegate mampani kan is in loud because who Cote d'Ivoire no Togo 5% 6% e dey ma wo no but to bag Ghana there as of say kase no who check bag of Ghana ne ratings na between 18 20 plus and yedi ma busiagefo but the question is ye nuanom a omo ye afuo no ye nye den eni se mampani aka asase we ya meye dada senka because ye mampani kai ne ya keka to nyina since time we are 41 good years ni de bia mampani bia ba o ka de obeka but the question is ne wonum eka no emu do se ne implement mfa me to ho ya kan wie no na ene discuss in the following Monday media din komo across board we are on TV
na koda
but yem fan to ye so as a media person yem mo promo say mampani ka asem we honorable minister Kopuku ye mampani ka ne de adwuma na wo wa ya fa ho yem musam penifo no questions fellas fusu kwa che communications minister mampani ka ABCD sa ne mana mampani ka no de ansem na afiri ho ayi aba ba se ye bopunumu bushi ni ebusa ni esi pia ne mampani kana megitu mu say beduru baabi no at least yentumi anya ni nyina mpa majority of them e wo se yetumi ye enye say ye beyo e wo say yetumi ye ba so du ne bebo ama mabunu ni age akuaye ho e bebo ama manfo anya zeal de ho ayen awuram na so wonda so se ye afuo wie ni e beto ne ma no wonda so koje bank busia ye bebo no na se ne befiri mu aban so ye mfa nko ye ntwache ade a or man visi from where we are now.
All right. Thank you very much, Akati and Otin and Kano. Right, Mamenko Paddy Christian Honamintio no so specifically. And some of my penny Eddie Tuga. Are you now enticed? So Beko you. Mamuzo.
Kewadi. Nedi kain. Me analyze ya agri sector no generally. Generally this year me who say me bought agri sector na baso. Generally, they are performing very well. I think in America, sir, we share food inflation 2023 echo peak up to 61%. And a drop by 48 last year. This year, it do January. It was coming down, sir, as at last month. Agri sector and food inflation about as low as 9.5%. And your general inflation,
food inflation.
Food inflation. Your food inflation 9.5%. I actually say the rate at which aduane bo den no eba fam na ye ka ne sa no ye wonyama factors bebre affect food inflation say yanti ase ye bedwin say ebia aban na say omanya ho hwe. I'm not talking for the government. This is my personal research me opinion. Research I show more about say say you can't agri sector na nyama affect food inflation. One exchange rate. General shocks. You can't general shocks just say nyama bit say COVID be boom then they see how shocks are the mom. Ebia flooding natural disaster be AC. They say flooding and I say we are bought a year biama ye nsuo like those things. They are all shocks. Interest rates, rate of capital, ye farming, ye count capital, make agricultural equipment, you know, ne born a cost. Nyame nyina contributed to inflation, food inflation. But I'll share this year. Nyama affect food inflation, no. Titiri ni ye exchange rate.
Okay.
The rate of dollar and that's is here no. It affect the import Senate president can importation of agricultural equipment ne subsidiary tools ne ade no. Exchange rate na affect say anyama no. Amana bafem. That's what we are seeing today say for bebre output no ekọ enim. But here can say no say see a challenge na no it's not about production. Okay, this year trend I corner. It's not just about the production. Say you are producing yama baby aba. Your challenge is to be still as you speak now. Post harvest losses. And then a greater challenge. And here now I'm say Mampenyi kasa oka how the youths should be engaged in farming now. But say he wants to involve more youth in the farming. Say a good direction. But me can say we are on the right track. But you do baby because youth need to be motivated me say my cabbage amanaba me try 10 bags in a day. Now me call market market abegu a boost or market ain't no price me who near me ton me village me say me recall here a whole size 5 bag of cabbage it me ton as low as 60 cedis
A whole bag
size 5 go for the about 40 me.
Wow. Normal bakruma beton bako.
It me buso as at June July. It me buso ama. Omu nya obi ampotensi.
Mu nya tofo.
Enti omu dey come market ade esa no 60 cedis cry don't come me.
Wow.
KOD I'm talking about practical experience I mean because I came from a farming community. Me ankasa no. Me papa he was engaged in farming. Me nana was in farming so though me go school but me dey no so kekao. KOD that's what is motivating the youth. Maybe Subium, your president before year to Abama no or promise and say, or make sure say on storage facilities are buying BJJ in your NFI farmers near Astor. KOD is a good initiative, but we political scientists say I see a share buying modern boy. We call something institutional promises. Then no yafa nyama oksaka obey A and B because a social contract. Your contract will say also obey C and I dia to me amount. And no na your best so they ajaji say why are they one yard. As at now, say president they can say youth you engage in farming now. I'm looking forward for obey about post harvest losses. This year you on social media. Tomatoes buso jene buso near the to the extent there was a time a president intervened said some schools should purchase and then now also can say we should purchase. It's not about just the purchase. It's about how we store these things, we process it into goods you debate me store for future. The Canada, Madame for Canada says he was engaged in the agricultural sector. It's not even the youth and as be engaged in farming. No. The little that engage in farming, they do it extensively.
Do it and do it well.
And we are, or baby, I didn't require all fixed prices for his goods.
The market
stock, but send buffer or the stock they take it as it is. Pay him.
No co.
Was settle farmers. Or don't so they are settle ne workers. Until if you no more on him say, cabbage ayeke me wie na me de kwa this is the standard price market no so because I buy na absorbing no or no so a standard price or demand market you don't have to battle with inflation food inflation say na abai we aba food inflation confirm or china abai we so aba e kosoro na e dey bo abai it's not about abai it's about our engagement into this farming right. Then e be man na lucrative ama youth no going forward me chere say me pese abai no ye be ni on bo mod no institutionalize agricultural produce e make institutionalization na Mr. Weka no say ade bia e be ye no ye be what systems are e be take control e be absorb those agricultural produce no say me we school na me na was as a village na me hu say metimi dia ye efu ama menya calculated benefit I'll go into it but say benefit ni calculated now it depends on the market demand and supply of the market post harvest losses ni ebe hu ani enti ye kasa no abai no ombo modern na say no kan no me hu say we are on the right track the fact that they are talking about it means that they know what they are saying
okay
so ni ye can say and they me bomb modern say abai no ombo modern no institutionalize the produce from farmers make any food crops and make livestock. Last year, 1 pound go as high as 70 cedis.
1 pound.
1 pound, keke. And near kilo.
1 pound.
1 pound. I try say I the two so meaning don't go for some skill in the Senate. Or the two so kakebi. Obey say sir, but the two so afa. Nyame patch and say. It's not say about say meat near then processing. We should have institutions they will absorb those livestock and process it for our future. So that make say BBC na fertilizer and mag and raga na biom. BBC na yenya rain enough rain for just 3 months. Near basic Ghana nya sempa.
And I say paddy ena otin kan kwaba na afei ya bedin komono de aka no atos ba men kan most of the messages ni bi e de aba ma men kan bi emfiri ho no mo ansana ya toaso e wa ha we say can be say I'm listening to you from Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Okay, that say can be for your time with us. We say good morning, KOD, please. Point of correction. Okay, that one has been done already. From Teacher Constitution, we are more saying on also EDB Abrene and also the drama with Martin Pegbu's detention and release is a joke. The USP and NDC government are working together pretending to take action, but really they are just covering their tracks. It is alleged that order from above was issued for OSP to release him, and it's a clever trick, but Ghanaians won't be fooled. They are playing politics and it's not going to work. Okay, yeah, that's it. Teacher Constitution. Lawrence Boachi, yes, Afro Buchi was in Asoren Kwanta, Obey Interior Field Stations. The office of the special prosecutor in its entirety must be dissolved. It is a useless office. Jane Mensah too must be sacked. She is incompetent and indecisive, but the champion is the best man to lead the MPP for victory. All right, belated birthday to my dear son Akwesi Okubuachi, aka Omaihene. All right, yeah, that's it. The 4 University campus on EDB Abrain or say Western North Regional Minister, you and John Mahama are very shameful. You are in government and you are in government, and now during election time, you and your NDC people promised Ghanaians you spend just 2 weeks to stop Galamsey. Now Galamsey has become worse under John Mahama and the NDC government. Now it is clear that John Mahama and his NDC arrogant ministers and members, including some of the regional ministers, Omayedeng, Wanfadi Akano, and Traso Amai. Golden Boy Anas or Mampontain, Wano Ese, good morning, Kyodi. You are doing a great job, thank you. Let me greet Kwabi JG of Abuaso. Now, John Mahama is performing very well in terms of agriculture and infrastructure. Very soon, Ghanaians are going to get to Accra, to Accra by the express road. You pass Adesu to Asamankesi all the way to Kumasi. This is one of the major projects of the NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama. Okay, yeah, that's it. Right. Hi, John. I told you, John Ben Akan Huasemim, the last time that this sanitary pad is a childish ideology. You are repeatedly continue this policy. Look Look, you are creating problems for your followers. After your term in office, please, I watched a documentary on YouTube. You are number 5 richest man in Ghana. Please be careful, sir. I know your allegations about your policies. Teachers and nurses are crying their salaries. They are crying for their salaries. Be careful, please. You will be held accountable for what you are doing. Brother Kofi or Germany Mais Castel and Oduwe Abraham. Mr. Host, can you believe what is going on concerning 2024 newly recruited teachers? They worked for 1 year without staff ID and salaries, but currently GS and government of the day are giving new appointment to their party foot soldiers instead of sorting out the new recruited teachers first. What a wicked Ghana we are living in. Almost trouble from Dinka home. Anyway, we say good morning, Cody. What the minister is saying is not true about a zip line. Zip line is not a mistake at all. That's come to help. I'm Mami Bruni from Seria Junction and Oduwe Abraham. Good morning. See, Nigerians, Indians, Lebanese, and Chinese are spoiling Ghanaian businesses. This is really true. Why? Because Ghana leadership has been giving them support and favor. But we don't have that support. Okay. Or no idea and no. Or say, giving the best schools in agriculture for primary, junior, senior high school, university awards is a plus to the current government. The media should educate all schools to practice farming in their schools. In Europe here, all the richest men are farmers. Say Cabis or Manchester United and Manchester UK in the way Abraham. Good morning, KOD. We should change our agricultural system. Nana Kwame, latest film the way Abraham. We essay from Isaac Gidiman and all the way and so Abraham. Okay, no response for the Indian tour. Nimako Destra Santiago now say, how do we judge someone as the best district, municipal, regional, or national farmer? What shows? Is it the number of hectares or acres of land one works on, or the number of animals one produces? What modality is used in judging? Please, Mr. Host, I need your education on this matter. Wait, dear, meaning to me educate. What I know, and I said they to consider a lot of factors. There are some of them. Some news are some have been awarded best farmers are a full kromunibi. I've gotten that information. Right? Yes, in this year. Previous years, yes. Obi ohonoma ni wafa efu ti ono na kokoro hwehwe so emma be fu ni nyane dia. Obi ohonoma okwa omoba no de omakoche so ha na me adwuma na ejina so na dia man best farmer. I think you are right. We should have a clear cut criteria. In Tukas Mimusa Ubusan criteria, I won't get it for you. That is it. Teacher Kujo Tepa and Susu and so EDB Abraham. Also, OSP has touched one of the darling boys of JDM. Already, petitions are on the table of the Attorney General, forwarded by JDM, and for once, OSP has arrested and detained a defender of the NDC and JDM. It is now settled that the EC boss and the 2 deputies will be shown the exit as well as was done for the former GC. Former CJ, and out of nowhere you touch untouchable. I think that JDM has set a machine in motion to get rid of everything that happened from 2017 to 2024. So you're resetting due to the massive endorsement of the last general election. JDM is taking full advantage of that to sweep away everything the NDC MPP implemented. Eyes are watching. One for Udin Amba. Teacher Kujo Watepa Enyina Susu. Okay. That one I know a teacher Kujo dia or the buy no zip line. Okay, ono edia odia bano say, Kyori, good morning. It is very sad that some people like the man who spoke against the zip line that its establishment was a mistake is not the only person against the product. Even an MP stood on the floor of Parliament to speak against the zip line. Not that they are not interested, but only to politicize the whole thing simply because the MPP man Baumia initiated it. So they don't see anything good. Taking drugs, examination papers, and even the election papers and other items to areas where cars cannot go. Is this a mistake? The man who spoke and said it was a mistake to introduce that, but should have allowed the health institution to manage themselves. How could that be done whilst rules could not be constructed, and even across big rivers such at that time? They should take time to criticize. Cody, I am worried you didn't read my message, or you read the typo error. Oh, sir. No. Oh. What chance, Mr. Fachemi, so me can type error na Fachemi. Amansan Ntie they say now President Mahama want to promote youth in agriculture. Hey, President Mahama. Through. You are the same person who are promoting Galamsey for the NDC4 and on the ben or Ama won sa asasi na afi hwan na opese onkoye kuya asembisa ya ubisa no allegations no waye nti ehode I'm not there. Master KOD or say the government promised machineries for the establishment of farming sour service centers in Agric district. The 2026 budget has made provisions for the procurement of several farm machines. I pray that even when the yields are harvested, they will not go waste. Government must put the right policies to avert post-harvest losses. Citizen Keima Ewenchi and Odiwe Abraying. The rest of the messages meba abekang. But you move on to our next topic. Mamisha Free Party this time around. Na share the office of the special prosecutor. Na share said nay and ho abasem a Parliament House or market says the office in the Kura here. There were a lot of corruption fighting institutions. So why the office of the special prosecutors? You try edeko and yes kuma. Matisse next year budget no ya chemu half. Yeah, they have echo. Now a lot of people are making allegations say oji scanner or misuse and ho enkrom tinka yemuno. And they among for the petitions makuma be miensa. And akoma mampanim say bi guso eba Martin Pebu de nyanko druye say nkabeya enka yenhu the office but mami too on that one. Yes.
KOD. Me as a political scientist. Say me say me kebia na che say me condemn the office of the special prosecutor. Me ma be our village because a special prosecutor. KOD, the office is very good for our country. Why am I saying this? We share the botaya they create that office now. I just say first na justice ne corruption check under the Attorney General. And from the initiative of the former government, and then is it World Bank or one of the international institutions? I just said to check corruption, we must have an independent corruption agency or better check corruption. Why do we need that? Because here,
meaning that the Attorney General, the CID, the NIB,
they cannot be independent because Attorney General is for the government.
Okay.
So assuming that same government is engaged in a corrupt act, so government now kasa Attorney General or choose Attorney General, how can that same person or government check government? That's why we need Entiana. I was a independent institution a check corruption. And it was a very good move. But KOD, as they say, Ghana is not about the policy or we starting things. It's about how we implement things. Implementation is a problem. So see, let me start with the first person I appointing it to be the head of the office of the special prosecutor, Mr. Martin Amidou, lawyer Martin Amidou. KOD share the resignation letter or the bar out. I just said we need independence. We can't independence. I mean, say send a buyer a buying anchor to interfere into the works. That's why I said we need an independent investigative body.
Will these governments and parties allow these people to be independent?
And to Mr. Martin Amidou, he made a claim. Say the then President Nana Akufo-Addo interfere into Nejuma and or resign here. He said Jabin took over. or take over me who say nyama na oye no in the previous government I didn't see any much work done. By Bana Mama administration, me who say President Mama Tiny or Yadi. But issues are coming up no, and mommy will think about it. About the independence of the Special Prosecutor's Office. The Office of the Special Prosecutor. Oshania Maya Kosona, petitions are Kosona, is talking about the individual credibility of the one in charge, not the whole institution. So I condemn those who are saying, say, scrapping. No, it's not something I support, in my personal opinion.
Okay.
Because we need those institutions to check government. We need those institutions to check people in government. But say appointment na no, say anya appointment in a year, people will be working or will be a machine for some political parties, and we are seeing that. One, I don't know what is entailed in the petition though, but Michelle said ne Martin Kessben allegations. I just said Kisi Ejabi himself is not living up to the tag given to him. Ebi say or incompetent. Ebi say or gatekeeper for the MPP. But whatever be the case, we political scientists, we are watching it from the lens of institutional independence. Let's give him the independence, but he should also be competent. So I'm not surprised. Petitions echo, but petition echo and send messages in the people are seeing this as it's a tool President Mama Pese or some appointees of the previous government. But what then thing I was a basa, your constitution and money, yes, sir. I told you the last time, sir, there are some key appointments I hear or my to some key institutions, sir. And say, and said, you're appointing Panama not transfer. I call something as target legislation. You call target legislation. I mean, there are some key institutions be or I will say a more term or more operate, but term now shouldn't go with say government equal now no say the equal. But for example, Kisi Ejabi, President Ekufuado na appointing. I will send the term to me overlapping to President Mahama's time as an end. About this, the independence no overlap through systems of or subsequent governments. Now say any say who knows how some countries like America a banner check and balances near there. Those target legislation one more ma to make us buy into be in but you give him the leverage so ejuma. And the anyam say nyama ekoso ene Martin Kessben arrest. It is all pointing to the fact that Kisi Ejabi competent and that one I don't have any problem with it. But say yes scrap an entire institution now, I will say boy for corruption. Ghana a problem back on the corruption as an African country, and having that to be done with say yes scrap those institutions. And my who say about fight of corruption, you need that so be. But let's maintain those institutions. Yeah, money woho. Now making sure say appointment I hear echo honum no. A better appointment GD bebem. And yes say President Ekufuado na appointed in my back me sakeno. The law should protect them. And the law should give them the power to operate independently. Oh, yeah, my cousin, I don't know whether Martin Kessben or Kasai say a locking. First of all, even so, if you have power at the office of the special prosecutor now, he doesn't even have the power to invite or to check himself. I was following the conversation over the week. Say, Obia making claims, say, oh, you're incompetent. No inviting the panel say, oh, investigating the panel about your own work. There should be institutions to do that. And he said, Martin Kessben issue back on. It is letting us believe, say, the office of the special prosecutor and your down no. Kisi Ejabi, lawyer Kisi Ejabi no. It seems the allegations no, they are having claim, but to me no. If they have to deal with him as an individual, his competence, it should be separated from the institution office now. Because I say scrap no. That's my problem now.
My memory kati ho na minti ono so on niema bebrefa OSP yi ehun.
KOD. Ye hwe OSP. Ne modern ne juma oya. Na ye hwe mra odi ebo ne ho ban na so odi ye na juma na. The question is ne juma no oye na oye ni ye ana.
Okay.
Me obi a per article 88 of the constitution. Initially, time na the office ne ba no. Na me subscribe to it.
Na on peneso.
Because me who say you were institutions or OSP adwuma na ɔba bɛyɛ by then no ɛyɛ ɔma adwuma dada yoko wɔ hɔ FIC wɔ hɔ and other corporate institutions ebinom yɛ private institutions ebinom kwa yɛ ɔman no that is public institutions but here's the case aban ne de buy ɛna Martin Amidu then take over oye adwuma ne kaka na oba abonten de ha no betu dwa say ABCD adwuma ne menye bi papa je wadwuma and o call ne because ohun say the integrity
is at stake
very me pese me ya de we wo so ma menye to me so wo to me che me e di mere maye yemfa ne say e producer abawra so change topic na I believe it's a pair the obeka no o de because on na amount issues to be discussed it is say aban na appointed Matiamidu no emma ne kwan according to Matiamidu emma won nye adwuma batutu din bebrebe dia wagya to okọ ne baabi I don't see why yenua Kisiaja ben adwuma na oye no ebinum hu ne se enkoyi ena allegations upon allegations ye ka say
keska chairman office ko pa omu hu baabi eska no yode yo no dia so by say land offense landmark case bie nu ha
otimi ayre akudinku
edinkunim
o hwe section of the issues I mean the at a kasafa kwan fa so yenyinim free war is in the right direction as people have table in petitions
this is a bias a friend say former finance minister they say what did the dally with the assemna fadie ko eno ya no ama dipakure ko o sori anu abegina hona ye nti ye kasi ye ntua no
that's what I'm saying so we read the process first so ebitimi gi ni free hona per the act na ye dey adwuma na eye act 959 na OSP's act na this allegations are any pebinum I allege no say ye komu na eye no kra yes e kan go stama na ye nua ofori ata e ko no per the Martin pebu wo see na OSP oya we utu kan manasi mpa wo see on ma specific time ma papa for that tidy free Ghana always just na wonim and so wonim na wanye ho adwuma ansi kwama na ntumi anko pe ni dwumadie mu ne dia then is possible say we incompetent per what people are saying however yes scrap the office no me nyintum as of now enye adwuma but the issue was
can it be independent as we want it to be a bit that independent
that's how you know
nene wo hoye dem because
that's why I read from the beginning me nyintum to extend said the appointing authority no through the process start from the president it is a meme appointed
better waka
me na me hwe ma ye tua wo ka pay the stretches because wo hwe dwumedia yi di na o ma ni nyina hye Ewurajo Mahamansa and wa poni 2 minutes bi ade aba form even at to before say be yi umpo se be OSP no e through that Attorney General no ne back obe propose na pass to the process ama ya jiwa to mama ba be OSP and the question is wo ba o de wo ho ana I don't see why Kisiaja ben asem ka o set sa say wonya free hands and fa nya adwuma o ma bonte de matemi du ba bonte ni bi
o me jai no so nkɔ baby
not even obejai let the Ghanaians know reason why ABCD won't to me nya
na we are no wasa akɔ office wo
won go office so na so adwuma ni nkoye ma then we step out of the office
that's right
because we bold enough and come out tell us say meme how ABCD ebi mpa no for that e kono so wonim nsabie mu odu ntident mi amana
and so aba be kase na at that time na o mampeni dan that's so free hand was on the 6th and I saw a mampeni was on the 7th into general na
ensada dan ne wo
still OSP
I know OSP
he was the OSP and now you are OSP some corruption allegations down table so
take over 2021 so and I the act no 7-year mandate 7-year mandate say on call contrary to the act na what mean fire no unless be a petition say they are bay no it's in line with the justice of the court of appeal ye come na pass he fall within this particular petitions there then on mampani betumi agina ma for Friday I take over but until say yenyanyi no I don't see why all transfer me dey nsem ogu no so because here is the case I mean you say can nsem to so ye can people use the word allege e bedru baby no e may allege bi
ye allege na free ho
correct so what you say people begin to think say ne ye can it is Martin people issues here or they to use the word corruption and the rest against the OHP. What mean say near air caution the man needs to speak out. So this a me one na won ka one semo e wo ho no mo se wo kadea ene se dey in the art because de nsema yeden ato so but nipa de nsemo to so no na ye gya tumu e ma na ba be ya asempa nti no OSP this time say omra bonti mekire ni nsemu na nipa hunu se nsema abcd ye kato no so no etisa anasa ntisa so wotumi clear off people's mind that OSP adwuma wo ye no other part of the countries wo mu yes similar thing wo uko chese countries bebrebe e wo set up aye te se ne OSP adwuma wo ye no o ye bi UK will be, Australia will be, Canada will be, America will be a year the Juma independently. But the issue is Oba Ghana, a then a preventive war, Kiseja Ben say, O Mabonte Mekase, a Jumana Minti Benyanibia, assume Messiah so Bentin. Martin Bidunya could drew. Canin sem de Twabontin, Bobo Bompany for this Penia Sumasima me coming here, Juma. As they would train them work a drew you crumpono. You move a babble, a bedabontin say, yes, say, in same mood, do be sheshechi, a man coming in your Juma. Me question they say, what prevent Kiseja Bay from mentioning names as Martin? I mean, do did. And this all issue be a man coming in a Juma dia. Ye make sure say, Obababontin. Secondly, say, only be our official, but Kayamusa or minus on share Shenema. Ebe man kwan ma obetima aye na djuma because politicians now started calling on say yen scrab but the question is identity na was scrab those days in the bad day na mo jitum say yen famra but enene beduru ye no mo boni dwa say yen nyimfiri I go pay parliament yes speaker than what to be other majority leader and than what to me say moment they are calling off the office and clear off but to me they I not subscribe to them me nyin to but yen strengthen the juma na all ye no so we be our lucky am ntimi nya juma utie na speaker kan ya ma osika bafu adjuma no o ye ne say and say o consider say me gitum say me nyin say be sikasem so won hu but ye make sure say adwuma na oye ye nkoshin no na ye onsusu mfa o ma kire nsemu say wa me kire mu de na oye ne na anu ye no e ka me say na o de say wasem kora because say no Mati Pebu are making allegations. All of a sudden, yes, meaty press in presence of the building. Most of Muninanche, Wakojinanche, Precopesia, Moana Shekem.
Yes, I say I question.
To me, no, it's a look like personal. Yeah. Because when some Martin Pebu Ekana, Mimi ye who say, I say, no, who ya ye. It's in who ya he did.
Let me count him.
Where the power lies. And the funny say, we demand landed property. And a when you be a
Kodem
Piao. They said they been till now.
That's true.
2 months in here.
That's true.
2 months in here because of bail conditions. Who want to me? I will spend how many days within the request is on for bail and Brown. It is time one say OSP BB Hannah more on for before reacting. Yeah. Penny, when you see now, yeah, a camia say or the bufu, but out on Chirensemu. Go when the Maun said the issue kakraka bia or making party bit match and say Nejumano or yeah. It is time say o mi na no na bibi hana mo nkra no ntum o mi na no kasa.
All right, buddy, so you want some
say kan wa ha. Me to me personally, I'm not sure the OSP has issues with independence.
Sir, or you dependent?
Or you're dependent in this government.
Sir.
Of your cases are alleged say or you're incompetent now. It has got nothing to do with this current government.
But we should say until your case be into this government.
You see, these politicians, politicians, for them we all know say Adebia call against it on political capital, they will not support it. So I'm not surprised currently they are calling it to be scrapped because say scrap it means say
I see.
That's why I'm saying I don't
support.
But Ntie Amede Martin Amidu issue ne buy first answer Amede Kisi Ajabin there ne buy ni say. Ohwe Martin Amidu ni cases are na e da the table so to say a Japa deal be what's the I want the right Japa royalties deal no. It was on the table. But I legit said even that case na Kasano he was prevented to proceed with it. On my specifics which but ye back is Ajabin time here. Nyama ye cry ye Ghana for ye expect so ye no. For even to tackle the previous administration's issues, no. Which I, she said, your former finance minister,
Furiata,
at a time of filing official case for him no. Now somewhere last month. Meanwhile, so the Nabetu red notice or Interpol. The people saw say the thing out there better on there is no basis.
Yeah.
Because the panel can on far case
prefer changes. Yeah.
These are the issues. Chess or not personally, no. He has no issue with independent because we are all looking at him say or be working on those things before he even comes to this current government. Now say previous government they are crown now this government over there fighting on it.
Right.
Which say ban independence for me, I think
he was independent. Or he is independent
currently.
Yeah.
Say previous government nimu na onye independent. Currently, we can say he has all it takes. Looking at even budget they supporting it means this current government is committed to him.
All right.
But what we are expecting him to do, he is not doing it. That's why we are calling for him to resign.
How can he do it? How can he do it?
What I'm saying is if I say Oforiata issue, it was a thing of interest to Ghanaians and even the NDC. And even the NDC.
Yes.
So having to take that, Sebane say you share competence. To do that alone, you can say on your allegation be as even current government or corruption issues with that table so no. But previous ones, even this government is interested in. You've not done it. This is where the problem lies.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Host. My name is Joe. At the age of 30, I had 3 acres of cocoa farm at Ntotroso, and because of Newmont, I lost my farm. So how could it motivate me again? And it is not me alone who was affected. You, sorry, Wati. Na ode emwabemumbu, right? Emwabemumbu. The tie enonom. Frank, I'm working here. Your brother is not the best regional farmer. Please stop flying your brother's picture. Also, Kisi Jabin is not a lawyer because during Mame Cecilia Pies issue and Claire John Mahama made me know that Kisi Jabin should be sacked from Kwame Bedu. Kwame Bedu, the message in a telegraphic kakra. The Bonkra Inland Port is there because John Mahama promised to do 24-hour economy. Bonkra Inland can pick a lot of people, but John Mahama and the regional minister, hey, Frank Amwakuhini, did not talk about it. Why? From KK, Accra. KK, name the Frank Amwakuhini, they are anyway. Oh no, Eddie, and so, I don't know. When the office of the special prosecutor was going against the MPP members, especially Madame Cecilia Dapa, NDC members were happy and singing praises, including Martin Pebu for the OSP. When the tables turned and the special prosecutor arrested Martin Pebu, NDC members are angry and saying that we should dissolve it, including the speaker. Is Martin Pebu above the laws of Ghana? Bright Takwa and Odiwe, and so the Abrayem. Or say, KOD, good morning. The national award is just the fanfare. Instead of fanfare, after the award ceremony, the government doesn't care about the farmers again. The government promised to pay cocoa farmers 7,000 cedis per bag. And when they came to power, the government failed to fulfill his promise and added only 120 Ghana cedis. So with this lies from the government, do you want people to venture into cocoa farming? The person who won the National Best Farmer is a friend of the president. Please, about 90% of those who received the awards are NDC members. Please, do this investigation for us. Okay, yeah, that's it. KK Corona no do we. Good morning, kid. Today, Ghanaian people cannot eat two times a day because there is no money in their pockets. Ghanaians are crying. Within 12 months, so NDCGADM from Kojo Smile Kentampo North and all the way about. We both watching one nearby. I say MPP Media Patriot. When is the special prosecutor? When the special prosecutor was dealing with Honorable Cecilia Dapa, Paul Adumochiri and co, people kept by, but Martin Pebu was denied by this same special prosecutor, and people are now ranting all over the place. This office has become a liability to the state. Posterity will be the judge. Okay, yeah, that's a robot will never enter all the way at Bray. And then the last one, how much has he collected for the country? The OSP is a waste and causing financial loss to the state. It must be scrapped it's not profitable to the country. Kofi Fofi, Germany, Mainz, Castel, no the way. About me, pick the last one, just about 5 minutes. Ghana for omo a PhD, US, UK, and then one more at 2 SOS, akoma the PM or UK say. O make bi momo na bosome beye aduanan wotwenie 48 months womo tuition fee nil womo stipends nil emi ya 30 womo say ye me hwe say Ghana and the omo course omo nkosu ma menti opadi from that angle be about 3-4 minutes na ye me rapport up yes
Jody. That's me. I nearly fell victim to it, but
I come into the room anyway.
You see, you can PhD assemble. People who are doing research. You see, the last time, na me read nyama me share documentaries. Now documentary na me share no. Actually say o share Japan. O share Korea. O share China is the world largest economy. Though US for one kind of crap. China is the largest economy currently. No, they invested in education abroad.
Okay.
And it's a Ghana for scholarship secretariat heading for Kwabena. I don't see any problem with it in the first place. But here lies the problem. China, we share technology China using near their day. We share Japan, Korea. They invested in people omudin kofo the West. Eko sua sa nim de ani nyina e na omo ba back ebe apply na and omo develop. It tells you say you cannot rely on your traditional knowledge alone. Now no na me tell my students one theory be a friend of modernization theory. Tell say the reason why I am developing in Africa actually say maybe we have West ne develop countries ne omo ye e ma omo develop ye nsua sa anya ma ne bi na say nsua sa anya ma na e bon say sa traditional way of doing things no ye best same I don't think America sir there is no problem with us say o minor edin for sponsor and for approach but are we committed to it Ghana a problem there America say it's not about say ye can we ye can say be say but say ye are then practically I don't know what transpired. What the reason why government in Chia almost fees in almost typing. We share is about
4 years old, 48 months old. 4 years now.
Meaning the reason why government way in Chia because I learned say 2024-25 academic year they are outstanding. Me share letter no. They were particularly talking about 2024-25 academic year. Means say academic year IND and almost struggle. And now in say UK system no so when you have fees, you be UAD. You UAD on way visa ya dem our students no. Very revoke. Meaning say you deport you. And me share letter about 15 students are facing this. Out of the 30 no. 15 half. They are at the verge of deporting them. And the me say it's about time I buy no ebe putting effort to it. But me challenge I share air politicization.
I'm a politicization.
Air politicization because
I'm from Naba.
Oh don't go for UK. So muko siade. Omo the doctor now, omo the be serve mu party no.
But it's yourself Ghana.
Media ban me say media ako. You know assistant.
I got you. I'm too.
KOD. The question is, Adeni Edeka. And for that matter, 48 months. That is 4 years. Near Chiro. Adena Fina Tabonti.
That's the big question.
But what
can I say 3 years, 2 years?
I don't know. Young
okay.
A year shed that will be a shed that so better than she need to be image. We need to fish for it to extend say because for J. Kindly or any Juma saying it was way. Na ye muzan is a buy and a records how nyai from Kisilaji my hono.
At the
same. Was there this particular issues at stake as of time will take you over? Now will take you over you know. Na ibisa wa KOD me I believe in transparency. Say o publicize say nema wo ye many party near koso was here. That is participatory communications. It gives people fair idea about nema IC. Me take you over no nipa say ne wo UK. Our more pursue PhD. na omu wia omu ba be som wo man no yen fa ne sa na emu no e ka da wo manim no enie recently ma me ne be ba ko ba bonten be ka kire yen se omu take over no e ka da ho ni agema ba so be kire mu se omu so take over by then
e ka wo
ho nti e ka no e ade a
it's their responsibility to
automatically
pay. Yes,
oba obeto no what to from there mpacho wo hu de mechire ye enti se e kada ho from naano na wa ankana se na obeka de ya yenka ho asema omanfo ni hunu however yen peminsa yen nuanom 15 out of 30 a they are in the verge of say the omuba no e be de na yen vom goes nimde ombenya bia no so me MPP for no mu do mu koye NDC abe omu so do mu nipa beko.
Yeah.
It's neither here or there. Before MPP took over 2017, Nana go for the budget. Hopefully, then this is funds to the money pack. And almost about 2 hours. Until they are or money there. Obia baby or the nipa. Recruitment are more. Believe me, you party list ebeko. Private government party list ekoi enye anything new to the system. However, means ebefa so be mitigate sane manema na enton cause because omanfo na ohoro de ombenya bi omle ba beboa o man and it is time so man o sit me revise e niam bia na wo senke yenya. The question is at then yenkrofo no mutu kwan kwa akosua ade ne omukosua na nye bibi ne Ghana ha na ebi wa how ebi ni how it is time say be betimenya ebedasify ye education system sane ebe ya nyombe from amana no we say you hear Chama Rollins by then enipa odu mu koki ba mu ko sua medicine by then no ebeboa o man no it is ende no atakoso abesi ne na se ne da so de nkrofo kwa abrojiso mu nkonko sua de a ense se mu mani ko yo mu ntontoto because the omu kwa akoye no the benefit of the state.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Wilberforce Nana Kwame Obeng Nana Akati. That's the so and Father Christian, thank you very much. Omina lecturers at Kessben University College. Let's see being autonomy. Hopefully.
Oh yes, it's almost.
Being autonomy.
So school penny for that room. Yeah, Papa Kabrakase. I did the president and a council chairman.
Right.
Professor Emeritus.
Yejuma.
Papa. It's NCBA college in be free or
University. Kessben University. Thank you very much. Right.
Time as say Ghana for you share private institutions also. Modern boy abo education. Good. KOD Kessben. First na me adwene say government public institutions nko na ye. Ba KOD me rule private sector no. Me say Kessben. And I said the likes of Kessben University College. Yes. We are also contributing.
You bring that delve deeper into that one. Thank you.
Some of the public universities
you bring that you hear full scale program. Now you do thank you very much. You did AC but men corner me happy birthday see na fe yen twaso ewa na yen sorry ma say Jola can the rest of the sports crew no emet twaso emfa my way say happy birthday enko emfama mame adoma or doma hinkru long life prosperity and favor from God from your brother Kwabena Yebua no say wish you happy birthday. Sasa happy birthday Kwabena Abebresel Germany. Also may heaven smile on you today and forever. Age gracefully and stay blessed. Happy birthday Enko Emfama Ebenezer Ej Bunsu of Columbus, Ohio, USA.